Hey, call me Shape, and today we're reacting to a Manosphere Highlight Daily video. Before I get into the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. Let's get right into the content.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Today, we're diving into a video of a woman who's absolutely flabbergasted that her date wanted to split the bill.
We can have conversation clearly, but is this like romantic? You know what I'm saying? And so he asked me to go on a second date and I agreed. He picked the spot. By the end of the date, when the waiter came up, okay, this is the reason why the date did not go well. And y'all humble me if I need to be humbled.
Oh yeah, we've got a bakery of humble pie for you, girl. And guess what? We're gonna drizzle some of those red pill vitamins on top of that humble pie to make it even sweeter. Let's break it down.
Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we manning, we.
But by the end of the date, the waiter came up, the kind waiter, all on one bill. And me, be the lady, I'm not answering the question. I do not know what that waiter just said. I'm looking directly at you, sir. And he looks directly at me. Get this? We can split it. You okay with that? We can split it? And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And I was like, Abby, do not make a face. Abby, keep it cool. Abby, keep it here. I always thought that was craziness. Like I always thought that it was just people talking, but here I am now sitting and it's like my real reality. I was like, this happens? A man could ask you on a date and then split the bill and think that that's okay? I like made a post about it and the comments went crazy and they were not on my side, y'all. The comments were like, you are entitled. This is the reason that you are single. How could you go on a date and expect a guy to pay for you?
Damn! Did the pendulum swing or did the pendulum swing? Are we finally witnessing the extinction of the Sim Jutsu masters? We've been in this space since the early days of YouTube. And it's crazy to see how the popular opinion of men has shifted. The stats back it up too. Only half of single men are even looking for relationships or dates anymore. Welcome.
Yeah, because they're expensive. I said this in a prior video. I was dating this one girl who, by the way, we dated for about 2 months, maybe 3 months. But the first month I dated her, I spent $800 on her on dates. Because we went out to eat, we did fun activities, and they all add up. And she felt entitled to all of them. And she was having a great time, but my wallets weren't. And I told a friend of mine, I'm like, you know what? Nowadays, if I'm going to date a girl, I'm just going to ask her, like, yo, give me a bill. Give me a bill. Car insurance, car note, give it to me. Because it's going to be way cheaper than taking you out this entire month.
The Humble Pie Bakery, ladies.
To me, it's always been an obvious thing, like, no, the man should take the whole bill. But clearly, we are in a time where that's not actually the case. And a lot of people were talking about equality.
Oh, you wanted equality. Here you go, honey. Pay half the bill, honey.
Why did I have this whole visceral reaction? What I mean by visceral reaction, like I felt it in my stomach. I was like, I got to go. I came with my wallet. I came with money. I'm fully capable of paying for my share, if not the whole bill. Trust me, it wasn't even a fancy restaurant. It was like a $60 bill. I'm fully capable of paying it.
All right, here's the crucial part. She just laid the foundation for why times are different now. She's fully capable of paying her own way, yet when she's on a date, she has a problem with doing so. Why?
Why?
Well, as always, women will always tell on themselves. Pay attention.
Why is it that the fact that I came out, spent time with you, was enjoying myself? I was enjoying myself. It was an okay date. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't horrible. It was an okay date. We were just like warming up to each other. I felt like it was good. It was good. It wasn't great and it wasn't bad. It must be something beyond like my rational process, because I'm telling you, I cannot rationalize it other than that is just my expectation, and my body was fighting after that. Like, I felt disrespected. I felt so disrespected to the point where I had to really control my tongue, and I had to really like contain myself because I didn't want to make a scene and I didn't want to embarrass myself. But I felt disrespected. I really did. I wanted to look at this man and be like, so you think I'm one of these girls? So you think I don't know my worth? So you think that you could just do whatever? You think that you could just do whatever and I'm gonna follow it?
I don't understand why it gotta be that though. Why can't it be that things have changed? Women are becoming CEOs. They're intelligent. They're graduating college. In fact, a lot of them are out earning men. And so there's really no longer the need for men to be paying for everything when women just earn just as much, if not more. I mean, honestly, she's an attractive woman, she is. But this expectation is old. It's dated. We should really say, hey, we no longer want to pay exclusively for dates because we want a situation, a relationship that's reciprocal. And these things are no longer reciprocal. They're just entitlements. And we don't feel appreciated because a lot of girls could just use you for a dinner date and then bounce and then decide later they don't like you.
This is pure gold. The key element of this dating foolishness is simple: female nature. Listen again and really take it in.
That it must be something beyond like my rational process, because I'm telling you, I cannot rationalize it other than that is just my expectation, and my body was fighting after that.
Think of her as a system that's been programmed for generations to function in a specific way. The code says when she's with a man, he provides, protects, and takes care of her. That's how the system runs smoothly. Even if she doesn't understand the programming, it's still running in the background. Now, when she's in a situation where the man doesn't step up, where he doesn't pay or share his resources, it's like the system hits an error. The program wasn't built for that scenario. It's like trying to run outdated software on a new operating system. It doesn't compute, and the whole system starts to glitch. She feels uneasy and confused even though she knows she can handle things herself. Her instinctual programming is screaming, something's wrong.
And my body was fighting after that.
That's why she can't fully explain it. Her natural instincts are clashing with modern realities.
I mean, I don't know everybody's financial situation, but he don't look like he's scratching for pennies. I wanted to read some of the comments that people said, some that were against me, some that were for me, because I just find it so interesting. Anytime I've been in a relationship where the man paid 100% of the bill, I paid more than 50% on mental instability issues when they showed up later. Pay the damn 50%, girl. I promise you'll want to be looked at as an equal instead of a belonging. Girl, I hear you. I hear you. Trust me when I say I hear you. I have also been in a relationship where the man paid 100% of everything. He was paying the bills. He was buying me clothes. He was taking me on trips and dinners and whatevers, okay? He paid everything. And in the beginning, it was nice. And you felt like you were like a little princess, like a little queen, like, oh my God, he loves me. And then you're with him for a while and you're like, wait a minute, there's like a real power imbalance and like you're kind of taking advantage of it right now. Trust me, I've been in those situations. That is a very specific man that will do that. That is not someone with integrity. That is not someone with character.
Okay, hold on. This is the problem. So you guys want us to pay for everything, and you also don't want us to expect nothing from it because we have to keep things fair and keep things equal. But what do we... Everyone knows this phrase, you get what you pay for, right? So if I'm paying more, do I not get more, or I get the same thing that a man pays 50-50 for? This is why it doesn't make sense, in my personal opinion, in the dating market. I think we need to really have a large community public discussion about this, because it's like We have all these expectations of men, but there could be absolutely no expectations of women, because anything that you expect from a woman is you being a predator, she's a slave, you're mistreating her. There can't be no expectation. If nowadays women complain about washing dishes and washing clothes, oh, I don't want to be subservient, and it's like, we're damn near your slave. We have to earn money to take care of you, right? And we essentially belong to you because we got to provide for you. But we can't expect nothing in return. This is why it's like, and I have no problem with paying, but I realize that I'm not getting much for what I pay for, because it's expected and it's not appreciated. I really dislike doing it. Like, there's nothing I dislike more, and I don't know if anyone feels this way, but I'm sure you can, about spending money on people that don't appreciate it. It's the worst feeling. You feel like you just got robbed, literally. But you also got robbed for your kindness and your compassion and your generosity. So it's not like they just took money. It's like they took advantage of you. But women don't see it this way, and I get it, because we were raised with this idea that men have to provide, they have to do this. But remember, times are changing. We don't live in a world anymore where women don't work. Women work now. Yeah, 100+ years ago, right? Well, longer than that, but 2 centuries ago, women didn't work. So men, we paid for everything, right? And then we're the only ones that voted. Now women have the right to work. They have the right to vote. That's fine. But then how come everything else stays the same? We need to adapt for it, in my opinion. I'm just saying, we probably need to adapt somewhere.
That is not a loving person. That is not a person that you should be with. That is abuse, okay? And so we are not going to make the standard based off of someone that is abusive. These characteristics that will take advantage of you will still take advantage of you even if you are paying 50%. Those mental health issues that you're talking about will show up regardless of you're paying 50%. You think you still have your power. No, he's going to get in your mind. He's going to get in your heart and your emotions and manipulate you in that sense. And so your 50%, you're not really saving nothing. You're not really protecting yourself in any real way. That is not the standard. Thank you very much.
Here's the kicker. Men are getting fed up with the contradictions. What's considered abusive to women these days? It's subjective. Just like this woman felt disrespected when her date wanted to split the bill. But flip the scenario. If he offered to pay the whole thing, some women would still feel disrespected. It's chaos. Women have created an environment where even they don't know what they expect from men anymore.
So what is the role of a man?
It's really unclear.
And this right here, this confusion is coming from a psychologist, a feminist psychologist, by the way. The foolishness.
It's not logic.
I read in an article some girls go on multiple dates a month for free meals instead of looking for a relationship. He probably read that same article. Maybe he did read that same article. After talking about this with my friends, it is a real thing where girls will like actually just go out with guys to get free meals. And that is like, that is the epitome of low down. Obviously, that was not the case for me, and I did not go on this date for a free meal. Trust me.
But how do we know we don't know? And so we need you guys, well, gals, we need gals to be sympathetic to this. It happened to me before, right? Actually, and it was worse because not only did I take this girl out to dinner, she wanted dessert. So we left the dinner spot, and I thought we had a pretty good time. And then we went driving around looking for a dessert spot. We went to these different like diners afterwards looking for like a place that might have dessert. We couldn't find anything. We were driving around for such a while that I was like, you know what, how about I just take you home? So I took her home, right? And then the next day she wrote me a text. She's like, hey, it was nice meeting you and all, but I don't think it's going to work out. So but how about we just like be friends? Right? After all that, like, oh yeah, I don't think I'm interested in you. She said that after I paid. This is what girls do. And there's no way to really distinguish who's just using you for the food and who actually wants to be on a date with you. And so you have to date multiple girls. And so the expectation is you have to date multiple girls if you're fortunate enough. I know a lot of guys don't have that luxury to be talking to like 3, 4, 5 girls at the same time. But if you do have that luxury, it's expensive, right? 3 dates, a week. If you're lucky, that's $300 around there. You do that twice a month, that's $600. That's a bill. That's why I'm saying I'd rather these girls just give me if you like me, girl, okay, how about I pay your car insurance this month? But we need to figure out a way where girls could show us that they're interested seriously up front more. And part of me feels like 50-50 might be the route. And I know a lot of people don't want to do it, but if you put your money where your mouth is, you know, and you actually still want to show up, then that could probably work. Like, what if we agreed that the first 3 dates we go 50-50, and if we make it to a fourth day, I'll pay for everything. How about that? Because then at least let's the first 3 dates, let's not spend any major money. Let's do things that don't cost that much, right? And then if we make it to a fourth date, I'll pay from there. We need to have some kind of arrangements where everybody's considered. Right now, the only person being considered are women and men. We're just getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. And I try to tell people I have over 400 matches on Hinge. I do very well on dating apps. And I do well with women in general. But the point is that I have pretty good options. But even that is like, I can't really exercise all my options because I'll be broke. And I'll be just spending a lot of my time chasing women. And I can't chase 10 women all at the same time. I can't chase all you guys, right? So I need girls to reciprocate to me in some kind of way. And I think other men are experiencing this too. So I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Comment below what you think about it. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll talk to you soon.